It's finally time. Here I have a catless downpipe from Evolution Raceworks. It's been some time coming. We did the cold air intake in preparation for this. On top of getting this installed, we're also going to install the JB4 kit. This is to make sure that we don't have any errors that come up on the console when we get this bad boy installed. As I look through it, it is clear through. There's nothing stopping this bad boy. Just gonna give us full brap. So we have a couple hours till sunset, till we really lose sunlight. I'm gonna try my best. We'll see how far I can get as an amateur installing this on the BMW. All right, let's get this install started. First step, get your gloves on. You want your gloves, you want things stay pristine. We're working on a BMW here. You don't want to get your greasy all little hands all up in it. Second thing, well, this is really the first thing. We want to install this JB4 unit. Why do we want to do that? Well, why do we want to do that? To do like electrical stuff. Also, the downpipe is kind of hot, so I kind of don't want to touch it. So we got to do this for now. Your next question might be, how are we going to do it? Well, that's easy. We're just going to look up a YouTube video and do it that way. Car channel. Hey guys, after all of my extensive research, I figured out the first thing that we need to do. The engine cover, which is pretty easy, honestly. Just gonna pop it right off. We did this last video, so easy peasy chicken breezy. The next step says to take a 10mm socket and I guess unwrench some bolts, but I just got this one twisting, so it just goes boom and then boop. It's just supposed to boop and then come out. Easy peasy. This is the thing right here. You just go from here to whoop and then it unlocks and then you just pull it off. So in the online YouTube video, it says we're gonna mount it back behind this thing, but it fits well on theirs. For mine it doesn't really, so I'm gonna have to figure out another way to get this mounted somehow. There's holes here, I don't know what for. I've completed my research and hopefully I know what to do now. We're gonna try to declip some things. So basically this is a reroute for what the guy said on the YouTube video is T-map sensor. Back here, there's a map sensor sitting right there. So like the problem for me was this looks completely different compared to the one that they're using. I'm pretty sure they're working on a B58 engine. It looked like an inline 6. I got all this gap here. They had a 6-cylinder, I have a 4-cylinder. Anyway, so map sensor right here sitting next to the oil cap. And then T-map sensor over here next to this fun thingy. I have no idea what this is. Anyways, it doesn't matter. It's gonna plug into here. So, and then this part plugs into that part. So it's basically like a reroute. Easy enough. I'm gonna try it. This is this hard. I don't know how the downpipe's gonna be. I'm running out of sunlight. Okay, let's give it a try. Okay, first T-map sensor. I'm gonna pop the clip out. Lift this up. Oh my god, it's so easy. I'm a genius. All right, now I plug the female in. Upside down. Not that big of a genius. Plug this one back in. Easy. Bob's your uncle. All right, next, this sensor up here. Pop the clip. Pop the... It's always difficult for me. Oh, nice. Push this down or raise this up and then pull it out. Just pull it out. Ooh, I'm clean with it. Let's go. I always put that upside down. And I just put this one back in. Easy enough. Let's see. Oh my god, why is this so hard? Holy crap. Come on, son. Got it. Click, click, sounds good. Click that, everything's locked. This is the map sensor, and then what happens is we follow the cable. This cable goes to JB4. We follow this. I connect it to the original map sensor. We follow it back, and then this is the JB4 connected to where the sensor is connected, right down here. See, now it's gonna be easier to see, but basically original connector, JB4, JB4 to original connector. Now here comes what I think is going to be the hard part. This is the sensor for the ODB2. What am I saying? This is the plug for the ODB2. And basically what's going to happen is this little connector right here is going to connect to our good old JB4 right here. But the problem is the grommet that's in the install video doesn't exist on this car. Now they said that it could be blocked by a manual or something, blah blah blah, whatever. I don't think this comes in an option for a manual. It's just all automatic transmission. So there is a grommet on this side fender here. I read on a forum that says, hey, you can route this through the door and then bring it back up. I'm a little worried. I have the ECU pretty much asleep. Unlocking means I have to get the car to turn on again. Hopefully it doesn't scream at me. So just try that, I guess. I want to show you real quick where they said it should be installed. So basically there's supposed to be a section here on the right or on the left, but I can't see it, where there's supposed to be a grommet that leads to the footwell. In this car, it doesn't seem to exist. There is one on this side over here, but this is the wrong side of the car. I don't think the ODB2 port's over there. So we're gonna have to figure out something, probably do the thing to route it through the door jamb, using this grommet. Yes, underneath this little metal thing, there's a grommet here. I think that's gonna take us to the front. There's also one a little bit lower too, in that little space. Either way, it's gonna be really tough. Good luck to me. Okay, some janky stuff is happening. JB4 connector. Nothing in the wall for me to go through. So I'm routing this underneath the hood, underneath this like plastic thing, through here, so it goes under here, and then it's literally in this little crevice. And this is the ugliest thing ever. I hate this so much. But basically I'm routing it through here and then connecting to the ODB port underneath the dash right here. I hate it. It's disgusting. I have no idea how to do this. I contacted Burger Motorsports and I'm like, yo, hook a brother up, help me figure something out. Maybe I can tuck this, but I don't want to have wires showing there. So it's just going to be a bit annoying, unfortunately. So I'm routing the wires here. I'm going to figure out how to make it look cleaner later. I don't really care for right now, but I'm going to run it through here. I'm going to stick with JB4 somewhere in here. But one thing I figured out is if I want to, and I do want to, get Bluetooth installed in this, I have to take this apart and then put it back together. So I'm gonna do that now, I guess. Take a look. Yeah. This is bottom. Oh, this says bottom, baby. So it'd be like this. That clicked in nicely. And top. Ah, perfect. Look at that. So the bottom goes on the bottom, the top goes on the top. They're marked. Smart. This is why these guys invent these things and I don't. This is installed and ready, I guess. I just need to figure out a place to put it that won't wobble everywhere and kill everything. So I just tucked it in there. I don't even know if the cowl thing is gonna sit on top of it properly. I guess we'll see. Okay, so I'm a little frustrated. I got this thing all plugged up. It should be good to go, but now I'm trying to figure out how to map it, and it sounds like I need to buy a $28 app just to get things set up. And I'm worried that I won't even be able to change the active sound design. The app that I was trying to connect with was called Beamer Code, but when I went on the app, it didn't have the option for JB4. So I think I'm just gonna bite the bullet, get this mobile app for iOS, JB4 mobile. The thing that worries me is it says on the bottom, somewhere here, it says on the bottom here in the description that JB4 Mobile, the app, is not affiliated with Burger Motorsports, which is the company that made this. So that's why I'm worried about buying this. Yeah, I guess we'll just test out stuff because I can't find anything online about it. So YOLO.
Burger Mobile causing a lot of beef.
Burger Motorsports, but this is JB4 Mobile.
Oh. I thought you said Burger Mobile.
No.
I swear you said Burger Mobile.
No.
You're gonna look over the footage and you're gonna be like,
Did I say Burger Mobile? JB4 Mobile. It says on the bottom here in the description that JB4 Mobile, the app, is not affiliated with Burger Motorsports, which is the company that made this. So
that JB4 Mobile with Burger Motorsports.
Allow while using the app, sure. Connect to Bluetooth, okay. I have to register. Okay, so I logged in. I had to press cancel to exit the login screen saying, congrats, you logged in. That's a little bit annoying. Okay, so I went back on the app. I went back to the display. Engine sounds different now. I think it connected. Okay, so I linked it to my account. I pressed connect. I did everything. You don't need to go to your Bluetooth settings or anything like that. It does it for you. And this is pretty cool. I got all the timing and stuff in. Look at this. So all these readings are live, and it looks like it's good to go. So I have a few options here. I'm gonna play around with the settings, and I'm gonna try to see if I can get the active sound design turned off. It looks like there's an advanced section. Fingers crossed I can actually do that. So we'll see. Okay, so that's a wrap for day one. We got the JB4 installed. I don't know how to do the mappings. I don't know how to do the active sound design. I'll go tonight and I'll try to figure some stuff out there. So all is good in the hood for that. The routing of the cable, I'll wait for a response from Burger Motorsports if they have anything. We'll just wait and see, I guess. The next thing to do is this bad boy right here. Evolution's Raceworks downpipe. I definitely don't have time because the light's going down. You might be able to see in the camera, it's getting a bit dark. Unfortunately, we won't be able to do it today. Okay, so good news and bad news. First, good news, the JB4 is working very well. I changed the map to map 2, which gives me about 3 more PSI boost. I don't really feel much difference yet. I expect that to come when I do the downpipe. But for now, I'm gonna keep this video relatively short. I'll try to get the downpipe video before next Wednesday, no promises. In the meantime, any comments on the ODB2 sensor wiring would be much appreciated. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks guys for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Let's go.